Good morning, everyone. I wanted to take a little bit of time out today and make a little video for you guys to show you the updates of the garden. It did rain last night, so it gives me 2 hours of free time, if that's a thing. So, ow, Maxie, that hurts.
Maxie Waxy.
So, Maxie's the kitty that showed up here Halloween night.
Yeah,
And
he's our trick-or-treat kitty cat.
He is the best. Dusty calls him Tarzan, because he can climb so well. But anyways, this is the sunflowers and this is the broccoli. And I know, Maxie. So anyways, the broccoli has already started blooming. If Bruce, you want to come over here and see? You see where it's already coming in. Now we're videotaping today on the iPad because the phone is too full to even
do anything.
Yeah, and we're not electronic gurus, I can tell you that. We can grow and cook you something, but we can't. Don't get us to do any IT work. So over here, it's the same thing. These are the 1,500-year-old beans, and you can see how well they have done in the arch. And they are also starting to bloom as well, and that's very impressive. And over here, same thing, and you can see the broccoli, how well it's doing right here. And then look at this one.
Stir fry.
Yeah. So the sunflowers probably don't have much longer, and they'll go ahead and bloom as well. And I did plant those from seed, and okay, that's a bee. I'm trying to, I'm always on the lookout. Like every day, people ask me how come your stuff is bigger or how this or that and the other. But also, guys, I am out here every day doting on my garden. And my son says, well, I don't know what that means, doting. And I was like, I'm out here like literally constantly attending to every need they have. So like one morning, I was out here all evening. The next morning, guess what was here? Colorado potato beetle. So you just get out there and you get rid of them immediately, and no Colorado potato beetle. But if you don't get them when they're first starting, they're vicious.
Yeah, they're worse than the stink bugs.
Okay, they can be very, very bad. So this is the celery. So I want to show you here the stalks, how well the stalks are looking. And you can come out here and grab hold of one of these and use it for your cooking that night. But you can see how good they've done. And I had a very successful last year with the celery. So I wanted to have another year. This time I did a whole bed instead of a half a bed. And this is the collards. And so Bruce, when we put this little bed in, there was some pumpkin seeds at the bottom, and Bruce says, I'm not cleaning them out. Nope. And I said, well, I doubt they'll grow from here to the bottom. And look.
There's a pumpkin. Came all the way from the bottom.
Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are the little collards, and they're starting to take off. These are the cauliflower, and they're starting to do well. And I know it's very tight, but I also believe in trying to like smother out weeds, because then with the 2 back surgeries, I try to not have a lot of weeds to have to take care of, because that's a lot of hard work on my back, believe it or not. And here we have the onions, and they're starting to fall over, and I want y'all to see how well the onions have done. And look at this. That is a big onion. So, and last year we grew all our onions from the time we picked them until we were picking them as we went, and we just had bought onions like the beginning of May.
Yeah, we made it basically the whole year.
Yeah.
We hope to do that with the garlic this year too. And
this is the fennel, and you can see how well the fennel's doing. You can see how it's starting to grow right there. And I hope you guys are seeing this. And see, that's way you smother out the weeds. I used to do this at my other house. And one time Bruce had called the extension agent out who he knew. And he says, my wife, you need to come see this stuff, because how my wife is gardening, tell her that she needs to separate and do this. The guy called Bruce back and said, I don't need to tell your wife how to do anything. So Bruce ate his words on that one.
Yeah, that was Brian, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't Brian. It was the one down in his wife had gotten some kind of cancer.
Oh, yes. Okay.
I can't remember his first name.
Yes,
he lived in Hertford.
Yes.
And look here, these onions still. Look at this, guys. Do you see this?
We're going to start pulling our onions pretty soon.
Yeah,
so.
Bruce has got to set up the little screen, how we dry them out. But come look over here at the cabbages. They're already starting to go in their heads, which is a good thing. And then out here, I have, this is the loofah gourds. And I always had gourds at the other house. And so I loved gourds. I would sell the gourds at the market, like the birdhouse gourds. And over here I have the yellow zucchini, which look at that. That's just since with the rain.
Yeah.
And I took a bunch of zucchini to the market yesterday and I sold every one I had. So
they look so good.
Yeah, there again we eat a lot of the flowers. And there again, we have that where it's crowded out the weeds. Here is the yellow squash. And like I said, last year I had one bed of the zucchini, and we had a prolific amount.
Yes.
Okay. This is the garlic, which I've already picked the scapes. And probably in about another week or so, I will go ahead and pull the garlic and allow that to dry. And we got a little butternut squash over here that I planted on the end to kind of grow up. And it's got these ants on it. And these ants here can be terrible, which they also cause aphids. So that's...
I see a pumpkin.
Yeah, I wanted to show them the pumpkins. Look at this.
Ooh.
Okay, and look at all these beautiful blooms. They're just everywhere. Pumpkin, pumpkin.
The grandbabies are going to love these, aren't they?
Yeah. They love the pumpkins. Last year they took them to school. And, of course, Ledger let them no, his Grandma Don grew this pumpkin. And dipper gourds down here. They've been very slow growing. The seeds were like from 2015 that I had gotten from a seed company over in Weeksville, which is in North Carolina. This is the garlic again, more onions. Over here, which I missed telling you, that is the Brussels sprouts, because I wanted to show you the Brussels sprouts and the pumpkins, and the pumpkin vine is starting to grow out, and there's also pumpkins on there. But the Brussels sprouts, they will grow straight up. Then I got a little bit of Swiss chard right in here. Look at all the bees and pollinators everywhere. They're all over the pumpkins. Oh, look at that huge one. You can see it from here. And when you get them like this and they're growing up a vine, you can take like pantyhose to tie to the line. And you used to before you could get pantyhose like at Rose's and stuff for 59 cents. I think those days are gone.
Yeah.
But you can also take other things to other netting. We also have some of the ground cherries right here, which they're already loaded. Look, there's one.
Those are delicious.
And this here is the Napa cabbage. And this is the end of the peas. They are starting to die now, but you can see how big they are. And these were the ones I brought from my seeds from North Carolina. So they're done really well. Moving along. Of course, these are the peppers, all the sweet peppers down that way. And all the peppers down this way. And I want y'all to know that I've been taking the peppers and selling them at the market. And they're doing really well. They have a program here called Food for Medicine. And a lot of the customers have those coupons, as well as the wooden tokens, which are food stamps. So they're allowed to buy fresh vegetables. So I sell like the sweet banana peppers, the corbaci, the jalapeños.
The jalapeno.
Yeah, and there, and even yesterday I took a whole basket full of hatch chilies, and the guy was so excited when he saw those. So that really makes me happy. These are the carrots, and the carrots have been doing really well. Lots of volunteers throughout. We have, of course, it seems like every tomato plant always wants to be my friend. So, and you can see here, like here, this here is one of the poblanos, which this is when they get sweeter, when they turn red. This here is the extra hot hatch down here. And yesterday I had also sold some shishito, and the lady, when she saw them, she said, I never saw a red one. I said, that's because it stayed on the vine longer.
Mm-hmm. Those are very good
because
too.
I didn't get out there fast enough. And then this was where the radishes were, which I'm letting some of the radishes go to seed. And also, we're still picking some that were left little. Look how big they are. So we're gonna throw those in our salad today. And plus, they're also good in stir fry. So they have been doing so good too. And I'm gonna plant some beans here. And also, I have a few kale over here. These are my red onions, and I did grow these from seed. And look at this. Can you see how big it is?
Maybe. I can't.
I hope y'all can see because
I can't see the screen at all.
And then over here I've got some marigolds, and this, look at the eucalyptus right here. Those I did from seed as well. I got those from Johnny Seeds. Okra. All these are my fig trees. This is my lemon verbena and some rosemary, nasturtiums. And those you can eat everything on the plant. And over here is the pansies that reseeded themselves
And came
back after
like,
the negative temperatures that we have. So that's pretty amazing. And then look at our blueberries. So we're really thrilled about these because the plants, when we bought them from the place.
We didn't think they were blueberries.
Honestly, because it was a different type of blueberry that we had never seen, of course. But I know that they have to be zoned like 3 to 5 to be able, because we are zone 4B and we're in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Here again, another volunteer. And I'm thinking the way it looks, I'm thinking that it's probably a subarctic, because a subarctic is one of my favorites to grow. Is everything okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So then I leave these in here because these are the lamb's quarters, and these are the magenta ones, which are kind of like a delicacy. Those taste like spinach. Here again, onions, and they're already fallen over, so they're ready to be picked. You can see, look over here.
Yeah, they're ready to come out.
Yeah, and then this little bed here doesn't seem to do as well because this one has more shade, but that's okay. It still produces. And look over here. These are the Walla Wallas that I did from seed. And look.
Look at that.
Yes. Very, very. And then again here, the lamb's quarters. We got some back over here, more volunteers, and shallots, and I think these are just more onions. But look at the they have plenty of blooms.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's great. So coming around, we'll go back through here. And the reason that this video is going to be a little long and stuff because I won't be able to edit or do anything. You coming?
Yeah.
So the greenhouse is still full. So as you can see here, just how beautiful it looks. So, and everybody who comes by always comments on it. The greenhouse is still full. We've been running the fans. We've been, everything is doing well. Got yarrow here, and I got several types of that, and I've also planted some more of that. And then these are the dragon tongue beans, which these are really good. Those also came from Baker Creek. And a couple kale stuck in because you can never have enough kale, it seems. And you can cut them anytime. And these are the beets. And the beets are already starting to get, if you come over here, Bruce, they can see the beets. This is the golden beet. Can you come down a little bit?
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
It's different with an iPad. It's very different.
Couple sunflowers here and there. More herbs, chives, basil, spilanthes, or toothache plant. Over here, you have a bunch more herbs. And then here, I did a lettuce bed because it stays kind of cool through here, which is nice with the shade. So we've been cutting this off. And then these are some tomatoes that I just went ahead and and you can see the bees on it this morning, the bumblebees. Look at that. But all my tomatoes have always grown really tall. So that's not unusual for me. I can have in the high tunnel, I would have 16-foot tomato plants. More herbs over here, my comfrey, which you can see is doing really well. And this is my second year mullein. And we've been getting the flowers every day. So we were making some mullein flower oil for ear. And then over here, this is kind of like my little workstation right here. And this over here is where all the tomatoes are planted. So I didn't count those.
Yeah, they're going to the new greenhouse in a few days. Soon as the slacker gets finished.
Then the grape, we finally found a grape that was in our zone 4 to 9. So it's negative hardiness up to negative 30. And we have had as much as negative, it was like,
I don't remember. Really.
It was like 20 something. It was actually negative 16 was the temperature. And then we had the wind chill, which I think was close to negative 30 that day.
It was cold.
Yeah. But these, look how well they've done just since when we got them. They were just little teeny tiny. But all the tomatoes and the tomatillos are over here. And the sun does come in here, so it's a good thing. I already have all the tomatillos producing. There's tomatoes producing. And this, if you can see, because like my friend Linda, she always is wanting to know about tomatoes. But as you can see, I keep the leaves on the bottom pretty much off the plant. So you can see that as well. And I come in here like every day when I'm watering, and I just clip off any of in the joints wherever there's suckers. But you see, like here's some more tomatoes as well. These are my Wisconsin 55, which this year I think that's going to be the tomato of choice this year, because I do like to grow a couple of things that aren't heirloom. This rooster, he wants to be on video too.
Yes, he does.
So that is that, and we'll walk. And then over here, this little house here is a sauna house. This right here is the little herb garden that I've planted. That has a mullein in it and comfrey and a bunch of other little herbs. So we'll go back over here to the garden. And I just wanted to show off a couple of the pepper plants real quick, and then we will say goodbye to you guys. These are some more things that I still haven't planted, but as you can see, they're still doing well. And So my son asked me, he said, do you fertilize? Well, if you go back, I have a nutrient video. And that nutrient video will tell you everything that I do fertilize with. And he said, well, do you do it every day? And I was like, no, I don't do it every day. We usually do it every 2 weeks. Yeah. On a Sunday usually is when we do it, because that's our only day really to do it.
To take the time to do it. And the peppers now, every now and then we'll do the peppers like twice in a week to help them with all their blooms and stuff.
Not twice in a week, once in a week.
Once a week, not every 2 weeks, yes, of course.
Yeah, once a week.
Yeah, once a week.
We have done that before. And then I want to show y'all the porch too, that was the other thing. But this here, I mean, they're just loaded, the plants. I have some really big green peppers, which I also sold some of those at the market too last night. But look at this one. This is the Chinese sweet. Look at that. Beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So, and there's lots of sweet banana peppers. And then this one here is probably a Marconi. And sometimes the tag goes missing. I don't know how that happens. And there is no tag on it. So it could even be a hatch. I'll let Bruce be the guinea pig for that one.
Yes, that's right.
These are some more shishito. So here's the shishito right here. And they do love these at the market. Oh, and see, then this one here, I don't know how you say this. Tarixio pepper. But I'm sure somebody can tell me out there how to say it. But look, these are a sweet pepper, and they kind of look very similar too. But also that's how the hatch looks. So if it loses its tag, I'm going to give Bruce the guinea pig.
Yeah.
But I got lots and lots of blooms. And here's another sunflower that just sprang up. These are the golden Marconi, which these are one of our favorites. These are the ones we like to freeze dry and make out of chips. So, and then let's head up to the porch. So, I wanted to show you guys the porch. That, the last video I was working on it, I stained it, and stuff first did help.
You think?
Bees are doing good after we went and got that new queen. But Bruce helped me put all the stuff on the porch and fix it back up. Got my plants up here. And this chili pepper flag I actually got like during the 90s. And of course, you know, I like to change flags back then. Now, I usually keep them out until they're destroyed.
Yes.
So everything is doing well.
Well, your puppy dogs want to be in the video.
Oh yeah, they might make it a video without Rosie barking.
I doubt it.
Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.